Hello and welcome in our YouTube channel Metallurgical Facts. So through this video series we are doing practice of metallurgical engineering question for RINL WISEC management trainee exam. Okay, so as you know the date has been announced now and this exam will be held on 13th and 14th of the December, and that is based on written test. Okay, so in that written test you will get core and non-core part. I will remind you again. Okay, so we are doing only metallurgical engineering question practice. So from now we will do more and more questions for this exam. Okay, so this is basically the part 14th of this video series, and already we had done 13 part, and I told you the most of the concepts. Okay, so the question for this video is, first question is super alloys are. Okay, so the question is very straightforward, and the options are aluminum based, copper based, nickel based, and Mg, that is magnesium based. Okay, so for this question, you should remember that super alloys are super alloys are iron based, okay, nickel based, and cobalt based. Okay, so this nickel based super alloys are very famous, and this is used for creep resistance, where the creep is dominant. So we use this nickel based super alloys in turbine blades and many more in aero engines. Okay, so this is the application of this super alloys, and the options in this question is that is aluminum based, this is not correct. Copper based, that this is also not correct. Magnesium based, this is also not correct. So Ni based is correct. Okay, so C option is correct for this question. Okay, so the next question is, wood is naturally occurring. Okay, so the question is malleable material, composite material, ceramic material, isotropic material. Okay, so this is the questions. Wood is naturally occurring, so this is very important question. So wood is basically a naturally occurring composite material. Okay, and this is composite material which is naturally occurring, and also there are few other naturally occurring composite material are there, that is bone, okay, and teeth. So these three, and sometimes we also know the abalone sheet. Abalone sheets are also naturally occurring composite material. So these are the four things which is naturally occurring composite material. Okay, so B part is correct for this question. So the next question is, in a sound casting, the last liquid to solidify is in. Okay, so four options are runner, risers, gate, and vent. So the according to the Chevron's rules, I already told you that that is basically for the solidification time, that is Ts is equals to kV by A, that is surface area, the power n. Okay, so this is the formula of Chevron's rules, and according to this rule, we know the casting with a higher volume to surface area will cool and solidify more slowly than the one with lower ratio. Okay, so we need to maintain this modulus of casting, and at the same time that rule is also used for designing the risers. Okay, and they also told that metal in risers must remain in liquid phase larger than the casting. Okay, so from there we can get idea that last liquid to be solidified is in riser. Okay, so riser is the uh, place where last liquid is solidified in casting. Okay, so B part is correct for this question. So the next question is matching type of questions, and this question is very easy. I have taken this question because you may get this type of question in exam, because in RINL you are having only 60 minutes for 100 metallurgical engineering core questions. Okay, so this 60 minutes is allotted for core questions. So you may not accept that you will get questions with huge calculations, or theoretical question with more complicated situations. Okay, so you will get the simplest form of questions. So please try to remember this thing in your mind, and while doing the practice, and don't go for the unsolved questions from standard books. That will only the wasting of time for RNL exam. Please try to go with the questions which is straightforward from the gate previous year papers. Okay, so I will suggest you please go through the GATE previous year at least for 15 years and do the practice of 1 marks question. Okay, that will be sufficient for RNL exam. So the question is, match the phases of steel. So these are the some phases of steel in group first with the crystal structure in group second. So these are the crystal structure given in group second, so we need to match these things. Okay, so I already told you, don't go through the options directly in matching type of question. Try to make your own code. Okay, so PQRS I have written like that. Suppose we don't know about the martensite, we don't know the crystal structure of cementite, but we know the ferrite. Okay, so what is the crystal structure of ferrite? Ferrite is basically BCC iron. Okay, so S we can match by 1. Now austenite is FCC, so R we can match by 2, and martensite, we know martensite is basically the conversion of BCC to BCT. Okay, so that is P we can match by BCT, that is 3. Okay, and cementite is orthorhombic. Okay, so 4. So what is our code? That is 3421. Okay, so what the options which is starting other than 3 is wrong answer for this question. So B and D is wrong, so we need to choose from A and C. So S is 1, ferrite we know that is BCC, so we can sure that C option is correct. Also our code is matching with this option. Okay, so A is also wrong, so C part is correct for this question. So the next question is, the average molecular weight of high density polythene is found to be 56,000. The degree of polymerization, that is DP, we want to know about this DP, that is degree of polymerization. Okay, so polythene is basically C2H4, this is ethylene, and if we will take N values, that will be polythene. Okay, so that is 56000. Okay, so we need to know about this N, that is degree of polymerization. Okay, so how we can find this degree of polymerization? That is 56000, that is basically the average molecular weight by the molecular weight of this mer. Okay, so that will be equals to, this is basically 28. Okay, so from here we can divide this 28 and we'll find this dp, that is degree of polymerization, that is equals to 2000. Okay, so this 2000 C part is correct for this question. So the next question is, which one of the following mineral is a source of lead? Okay, so in RINL exam you may get this type of questions. Okay, so for this type of questions I have already provided you the list of ores and minerals, so you can go through our Instagram page and watch that slides. Okay, so the options are rutile, cerussite, and pyrolusite, sclerite. Okay, so first of all we will see about this rutile. Rutile is basically the ore of titanium, and rutile, the formula of rutile is, that is chemical formula, the chemical formula of rutile is TiO2, and this is titanium, ore and mineral of titanium. Okay, so the B part is cerussite. Cerussite is basically the ore of this lead, and the formula for cerussite is PbCO3, this is lead carbonate actually. And pyrolusite is basically the oxide ore of manganese, that is Mn. Okay, so the chemical formula of this pyrolusite is MnO2. And the next option is sphalerite. So sphalerite, you all know sphalerite is the ore of zinc, and the formula of this sphalerite is ZnS, that is also known as zinc blende or zinc sulfide. Okay, so there are many names of this ZnS, that is zinc sulfide also. Okay, so this is actually the mixture of Zn and Fe sulfide. Okay, but generally we write the formula like that, ZnS. Okay, so this is zinc blende or zinc sulfide is also known as sphalerite. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is B part, that is cerussite. So cerussite is a chemical of lead, mineral of this lead, and the formula is PbCO3. Okay, so B part is correct for this question. Thank you guys for your attention. Hope you have learned something new in this video, and please give us valuable feedback of this video series, so that we will able to add few more parts in this series before RNL exams. Okay, and subscribe our channel and press bell icon to get notifications. Thank you.